Hello and welcome to the first part of Pennsylvania in this look back at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I'm just going to quickly do Spidey's stats up. I think I'm going to go for the Silver Spider-Man today. Just like to change it up a little bit. His stats are nearly done now. I think probably get this level done and I'll have full stats, which is great going into the final competition because I used to find that one quite hard. I really did, but now I know the tactic. It's not so bad, but I'll show you that in the next video, I believe. Oh no, part 2, I'm not sure. I don't know if there will be a part 3. Hopefully not. So it'll be the part after that, I imagine. I promised you in the last part I would show you all of Spidey's boards, and that's what I'm going to do now. It's basically stuff to do with Spider-Man, like Black Cat, Rhino. I don't know too much about Spider-Man, but I know the characters. Obviously Mary Jane, his girlfriend. And that's really obviously Venom there. I missed that one. So it's kind of all stuff to do with Spider-Man, but that's probably that's what's to be expected. It's quite some nice designs actually. It's actually quite funny when I was finding an intro picture, the love. I suppose is it a statue? I don't know what. Well, it's not. Whatever you refer to it as. That's actually in the game got THPS on it, which I think is kind of funny. And this level is actually in another Tony Hawk game, one of the PlayStation 2 ones. I can't remember if it's Underground 2 or American Wasteland. It's been such a long time since I played either of them. I'd say about 4 or 5 years, probably, the last time I played one of them. But as I said, I'm going to try and get some of these. That's probably the easiest goal on this level, if I'm honest. But that up there is how you get to the secret tape, and you have to wall ride, and you just need the speed to get up there. It's very hard. Hopefully it won't take me too many attempts, but we'll see. I have some news about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. It's not actually old news. It's actually old news. I can't believe I missed out on it. I really can't. There was an interview with Tony Hawk. There's many videos with it on. It's not just the one. He basically said that there is online in the game. It's got 5 challenge modes or something as well. I don't know if that's like how that works. He didn't really say a lot on it. Which for me, that is absolutely great news. I absolutely love playing online on American Wasteland. Didn't really get much of a chance with Project 8 due to my Xbox breaking halfway through the time I got it. So I was a little bit. It would have been nice to see more of it, but hopefully. I did actually. No, now actually you mention it, I remember because Proving Ground had online. I only played that briefly though. I didn't have a big. That was quite good, but obviously the game wasn't as brilliant. But I wouldn't say it was the worst Tony Hawk, but I wouldn't say it was the best. But that's kind of the thing when series go on a bit. They do struggle a bit. But, I had fun playing that online. I didn't play it a lot online, but I did enjoy it. So it's really great for that to get the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD to have online. Still no news about any other things like character customization, that kind of thing. But I think it's looking. I keep hearing July. I'm reading July, so I'm assuming because we're halfway through June. Well, not quite, but I think sometime this week we will be. This is probably where I'm going to go for. This might take me a while. I'm probably going to edit this out actually. This is really, really hard. It will take a while. Just getting. I found that if you get your special up, it seems to. Oh, I couldn't get that sticker stay up there. The rail. There's a rail at the back, basically. Another thing Tony Hawk was discussing in some of the interviews I've seen is about how Shred and Ride, is it? Shred? Yeah, I can't remember because I never bought any of them. He was saying that where they failed with it is that they realised that people didn't always necessarily want to get up and get active. Maybe they come in from work and they just wanted to relax, that kind of thing. Which I always said from myself, I think if you're going to do something like that, I kind of think it's a nice change to have the option of both. And that's kind of what he said, is if they did something like that again, I think he said he wanted to do it again, but they'd have to be, obviously some way of having a control, so you didn't have to use a board. I think he also said that where they were building on the technology with the ride board, that they spent more time on that than they actually did the game, and by the time they got to doing the game it was too late. So that's another reason he sort of said why. And he said that Shred, it was the game he wanted Ride to be, basically. I haven't played either of them, so I cannot comment how bad or good they were, or really. I mean, I did like the look of it to start with, but I don't know what it was. I think, was it 2009 Ride come out? I can't remember, but I don't know what put me off it really. For some reason I just didn't seem, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get it this time. The only reason I left that last bit in was really to do with money. I really do find this the most frustrating bit. It's kind of annoying as well, because if you're going for the secret gaps, there's a few gaps to do with this rail, and one of them is really quite hard to. You've really got to time it and just make sure you get an accurate landing on it, because it drove me mad. Right, now if I can just stay on, I've got this. If you are like playing this yourself, you don't grind the minute you get to that building, because it will really go slow and you won't make it. And basically that gap is landing on those little pipes in the fountain. I'm glad that's out of the way, because that's probably the hardest, well, on the score, but I think I'll focus on that one last. And there's another secret, but I don't think it is a secret area. You just have to knock that lamppost down, it will knock the wire fence in, and there's like a skate park type thing at the back. I mean, it's not really a secret area, obviously, but it's not open. How many goals did we get? That was just the score and the secret tape. Yeah, that's good. I like to get 2 really, because it does help speed things up. I have actually been working on some skate parts of my own, because I kind of didn't think I did the intro very well, because I forgot how fun actually making levels was. So I'll go more in depth with it, I think, because I don't think it was very fair, the introduction bit. It only explained really basically what it was. But I'm not sure how that's going to pan out yet. I've just got to see what happens with some other levels before I make that decision, but I'm definitely going to do it. And then it's Tony Hawk 3, and once towards the end of, when I finish Tony Hawk 3, I'll do a comparison between the PlayStation 1 and 2 versions, because I think there's a lot of difference. And I'm definitely going to be doing the PlayStation 1 version. It's just I feel I know that game better. I actually thought Tony Hawk 4 was the first PlayStation 2 Tony Hawk I had, and when I seen it had like a different creator skater, I was quite impressed. But then when I actually played 3 on the PlayStation 2, I was actually kind of gutted because it's like I thought that was a new thing to Tony Hawk 4, but it's actually the same creator character. I was like, ah, but you know, it's just one of those things. I think I was happy that when I got 4 out, it was good for me, but I wouldn't change what my experience with Tony Hawk 4 really, how it happened. So I'm happy that for me it was new. To others, it obviously wouldn't have been. That's what I'm trying to say. I ended that a bit early because I just knew I wasn't going to get any more, and it was no point in letting the clock run on. And that's the end for this part. Hopefully you'll join for the next part. Thank you again for taking the time to watch these videos.